What's up, fam? What's up, fam? Hey, I want to welcome you guys back to my studio, the storage room. For those who are new and wondering why I call it the storage room, because yeah, it is literally a storage room. So I want to welcome you, and I know you're here to hear some arrangements that I've done. And today we will be doing the flip that hit version of Beyonce and Jay-Z's Deja Vu. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. It's going to be a great one. So like all these other arrangements, I typically start with a groove. But with this one, I'm like, man, I already knew the groove that I was gonna go ahead and do because I really like the record. So we're gonna do something very similar to the record and just add a little spice to it. So I was like, okay, let's have a great intro. Something that is just like, all right, people were like, well, what song is this? What song is this? And I came up with this. This is how it started. I feel like this is a cool thing to know or to hear. This is how it started. This is how the random idea of it was. So and so I typically will start my ideas just with just the piano because I don't want to get behind on or lose the idea by trying to find the sounds and all that stuff. So I'll just quickly mock it up in the piano with the piano. And so once I did that, I took that and then applied it all to the horns. And I have like with the rhythm section as well. So now that intro sounds like this. And that is how you write an intro. That intro sets up nicely what we're about to experience. It just, you have to have like a direction with anytime, like this is what I'll suggest to anybody that's listening. Just have a direction of where you're trying to go. And this one we were like, okay, I'm trying to go in the direction of the actual track. It's like I really enjoy the vibe and the feel of it. I just was like, okay, let's just have a little bit more of the big band style with it. And just also try to think of like, okay, if Beyonce was doing this, I feel like she likes these kind of overly dramatic intros and stuff like that. And these, I don't know, just I would use the word dramatic. And I feel like just this intro, it's not like just a regular kind of backbeat kind of thing all on. It's just it feels almost a little disjointed a little bit, but then it just settles at the end. And then this is what I love about this intro. This is really what I love about this intro. At the very end of it, it just sets up. Y'all know what's coming. Who's been rocking with me? Sets up the first line. The first time somebody speaks. I just love when that happens. Like you have this intro and then it's just there's the line. There's the lyric. So listen to this one more time. I'm gonna play like halfway through the intro, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. How it sets up the first line.
Bass.
Uh,
Hi-hat.
uh,
808.
uh,
Jay.
uh-huh, ready? Uh-huh,
Let's go get him.
uh-huh. Come on, I used to run bass like Juan Pierre, now I run the bass.
And then we're into the song, so you can see how I've uh, I've kept it pretty much like the record. The drums are slightly different, where it's like the drums on the record kind of accent the downbeat, where this particular one where I'm doing is kind of accenting the upbeat, and I'll let you see what I'm talking about. So see how the drums that I've created are kind of upbeat ish. Uh, 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 uh. See how that's kind of going upbeat. But if we played it with the drums from the record, that's kind of a little downbeat, like more of like downbeatish. So it's like, see how it's downbeat? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Goes and do it. And then with our drums, it just feels I'm just feeling just a little bit more of like the up, you know, just which is a big thing in jazz. It's like a lot of the times, like if you listen to it's just like somebody's playing a solo, a lot of times they'll enter on the upbeat instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, dee-ba-da-ba-doo. They may do 1, 2, 3, 4, ba-dee-ba-doo. It's just like it has that syncopation, that feel, and that's like the little thing that I'm adding from the genre that we're going from, which is the big band, to this type stuff. So let's keep going because I know y'all want to hear it. I know I do. So then it just goes to the rap. You know, we'll start right here.
Ready?
Let's go get it.
Maman, I used to run bass like Juan Pierre. Now I run the bass, hi-hat, and the snare. I used to bag girls like Birkin bags. Now back B.
Boy, you hurting that.
Brooklyn Bay, where they birthed me at. Now be everywhere, the nerve of rap. The audacity to have me with them curtains back. Me and B, she about to sting, stand back.
So there's a lot of great things that just happen just in this first little section. One thing that I did that you guys may know that I do is like I'll listen to the lyric, and sometimes the lyric will tell you certain things to do. So he references hi-hat and snare. So it's like I added, you know, a slight little feel with the hi-hat and snare. So listen again.
Run bass like Juan Pierre. Now I run the bass, hi-hat, and the snare. I used to bag girls like.
So it's just that little. It could have just been played the same thing, like the whole thing. But I feel like that was like a little ear candy that happened. Also, something else that I've done with this is, you know, I always have to write something to have ear candy. Sometimes just dropping out creates the ear candy. So like, listen to this middle part right here.
The bag girls like Birkin bags. Now back B.
Boy, you hurting that.
And that just allows for that line that Beyonce says to really be heard, you know? So I'll play from the rap one more time.
I used to run bass like Juan Pierre. Now I run the bass, hi-hat, and the snare. I used to bag girls like Birkin bags.
Breaking
now
out.
back B.
Boy, you hurting that.
Brooklyn Bay, where they birthed me at. Now be everywhere, the nerve of rap. The audacity to have me with them curtains back. Me and B, she about to sting, stand back.
Baby.
And what is about to happen now is typically I'll try to save it because I was like, man, I love when we go to swing, but I couldn't help myself. So we're going straight to it. So that her first verse is gonna be like in the swing pattern. And I don't know why I'm talking so much. You guys, you just want to hear it. Let me just let's play.
Me and B, she about to sting, stand back.
Baby. Seem like everywhere I go, I see you. From your eyes, a smile, it's like I breathe you. Helplessly, I run my needs, don't want to compare nobody to you. I try to catch myself, but I'm out of control. Your sexiness is so appealing, I can't let it go.
Woo! Did y'all hear this? I just wanted to make the pre-chorus feel like it was just kind of floating. So it's just, I took the drums out and really kind of brought them in, and they're just soloing. So listen to this one more time.
Compare nobody to you.
Floating.
Catch myself, but I'm out of control.
Drum.
Your sexiness is so
Going crazy.
I can't let it go. I can't get over you, 'cause everything I see is you.
Regular
And I
groove.
don't want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu. Know that I can't get over you, 'cause everything I see is you. And I don't want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu. Things that I know.
Just in case you were interested of what that was that happened in the middle of that chorus, it was some craziness. So here, I just think of the song, I think of Deja Vu, and I just think of like almost dreamy, but just dreaming in the sense of saying like, oh, I've been here, I've done this, maybe it was in a dream or something like that. So I just wanted to create something that was, what in the world? It's like this. It feels like I've been here, and so I put it this little horn chord line. Here you go. Here it is by itself. So it's kind of just, oh man, it's kind of interesting. It's a G, like a power chord, or a G fifth, which is basically just the root in the fifth. So there's G and D, and then there's like a D flat root and fifth, which is D flat and A flat. And the cool thing about it is like the G and the D flat are tritones away, you know, and that's what creates that kind of what you're hearing right now. And then we just kind of end on a regular chord, like a G minor chord with some extra stuff in it, like a minor sharp. It's major 7, I want to say. Yeah. So here it is, just that horn again. Woo! Y'all, this good. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what this is. The rest of this arrangement is talking about.
It's deja vu. Things that I know can't be in my dreaming. When I saw you walking past me, almost called your name. Got a better glimpse and then I looked away. Feels like I'm losing it. Boy, I try to catch myself, but I'm out of control. Your sexiness is so appealing, I can't let it go.
And just in this second verse and the second pre-chorus, my thoughts about this were, especially in the second verse, or in this particular verse, I started thinking about like how Beyonce performs, and it's like I feel that she does like these accents with her dancers, and the lights go out. I mean, the lights go and like flicker and all that kind of stuff. And so I wanted to add a little lights, camera, action to this, and so that's why I added these little hits right here.
Saw you walking past me, almost called your name. Got a better
You know, just that's just more of a live thing that I'm just trying to bring into this arrangement. And then also another thing that I did was just do some slight reharms. So on the pre-chorus, it's basically just, what is it, an A flat major 7 to G major 7. You know, that's basically what the pre-choruses are. And so I'm just reharming them, but simple kind of reharms where it's like I'm keeping the chord up top, which is like your A flat major 7, the same each time, but I'm just changing the bass notes. So I'm taking A flat major 7 over a bass note. A flat major, then goes to G major 7 over G major 7. And then it just changes the same A flat again, major 7, but over a different note. So here, listen now that I've told you that. Here's the pre-chorus.
feels like I'm losing it. Boy, I try to catch myself, but I'm out of control. Your sexiness is so appealing, I can't let it go. Know that I can't get over you, 'cause everything I see is you, and I don't want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu. Know that I can't get over you, 'cause everything I see is you, and I don't want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu.
Yes. How
Hey, we went for it. We went for it on that. Like, hey, we were like, all right, let's swing. And I'm gonna take the vocals out, so because y'all gotta hear these horn lines that's happening. Y'all know I like, the chromaticism, bebop stuff, and all. Woo-wee! Listen to this. This is the chorus. And one thing I really like doing is just creating counter melodies. All these melodies that go with each other. There's a technique that I call it the convo technique or whatever, where it's just all the horns are talking back and forth. But this one is like a little bit less conversation, as a sense of like they talk. Now it's like, man, we're all talking at the same time. We're kind of building up. And that's what I wanted to do with this particular section, is to to make you feel that. So like here's with all the horns going together. Mm, mm. And everybody together. Woo. And one thing I just noticed is going into this next section, which is Jay-Z's rap. A lot of times you would just put, you build up to it, and everybody hit the one, everybody hit on the downbeat. But this particular time, I had the horns just stay out because, to be honest, I don't know why. I just realized it right now, so I just feel like I should have just pointed it out. So for some reason, I didn't put the one down. There's no downbeat. There's no horn. And I think I feel like I did that, I don't know, because just to make the lyrics speak or just to bring it down, just wanted to hear that bass groove a little bit more. All right, here it is, the chorus one more time, because I love it.
Feeling I can't let it go. Know that I can't get over you. 'Cause everything I see is you. And I don't want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu. Know that I can't get over you. It's you. And I don't want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu.
Yes, hoes flow so unusual. Baby girl, you should already know it's
Basic.
H-O. Light up the strobe, cause you gon' need help. Try to study my bounce flow. What's the difference? One you taking vein while the other you sniffing is still dope. Po, try to convict them, that's a no-go. My dough keep the scales tipping like foes. Like I'm from the H-O-U-S-T-O. In blow, win. So Chicago of him, is he the best ever? That's the argument.
And once again, I'm taking my cue as far as from an arranger standpoint from the vocals. And this time is with Jay-Z. Like listen to like what his rhythm right here on this kind of the back half of his rap.
Still dope, po, try to convict them, that's a no-go.
Right
My
here.
dough keep the scales tipping like foes. Like I'm from the H-O-U-S-T-O. In blow.
He's kind of giving away like, okay, hey, I'm accenting that, so it's like we might as well go into that. It's like it's no reason to add so much other stuff into it when it's like, okay, hey, he's giving that. And also I want to point out there's a reason why I feel like that first half of his verse just grew so hard, even though it's just bass and then drums coming in, is because we had this big section and then we had a huge scene change where it's like this big jazz, we're swinging, and then all of it comes down to just the, and that's, hey, scene changes. Another technique thing that I've coined, basically just these scene changes where you just go from one section and just goes to another whole different scene. So here's right before the rap one more time.
Thing I see is you. And I don't want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu.
Yes, hoes flow so unusual.
Breaks it
Baby girl, you should already know
So we're
it's
grooving.
H-O. Light up the strobe, cause
Drums
you gon'
add.
need help. Try to study my bounce flow.
Grow it a little bit.
What's the difference? One you taking vein while the other you
with
sniffing
the
is
up
still
thing.
dope. Po, try to convict them, that's a no-go. My dough keep
Here's
the
the-
scales tipping like
He gave it to
foes.
us.
Like I'm from the H-O-U-S-T-O. In blow, win. So
He gave
Chicago
us
of
it.
him, is he the best ever? That's the argument. I don't make the list, don't be mad at me. I just make the hits like a factory. I'm just one-to-one, nothing after me. No deja vu, just me and my
Baby, I can't go anywhere. I'm thinking that you're there. Seems like you
And I like to do this like where we just kind of, it's almost like a shooting star situation where it's just like we accelerate into this next section just to over dramatize it. And I did that with the horns, and particularly I think it's just the trumpets. So look at the trumpets right here. And when you do that with all the horns together, this is kind of, you can hear this build up where it's just like, okay, it starts, and then the trumpets come in and it just automatically just shoots up. Okay, before I keep going on, I just want to point this out. I would have never done this in my younger years, I would say. and that is just take everything out. Rest for everybody. I always feel like I was like, okay, I gotta have something. I gotta write something. Something's gotta be there. And sometimes that just comes from because somebody may hire you and you feel like, man, if I'm not writing something, then they may think that I'm just not taking it seriously. But sometimes that's effective. You know, we just had this shooting star moment. Hey, take a break. You know, it's just like, whoo, enjoy it. And then we'll just come back in. So here it is again.
Deja vu, just me and my
Nothing going on in the band. Nothing happened. And then we come back in. Y'all, my favorite part is about to happen. This is like my absolute favorite part of this whole arrangement is these reharms that on this vamp. I honestly don't know how I came up with it as far. Well, yeah, I do. That one's from above. Sometimes, you know, they just come from above and they get it and you gotta grab it. And I grabbed this one. So just I'm gonna let this one actually just place it in, which is something I do not do, but it's just the reharm of it just feels so good. Reharm.
Baby, I swear it's deja vu. You know that I can't get over you. 'Cause everything I see is you. And I don't want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu. I can't get over you. 'Cause everything I see is you. And I don't want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu. You know that I can't get over you. 'Cause everything I see is you. And I don't want no substitute. Baby, I swear it's deja vu.
For those who care and want to know the chord changes for that, it's a B flat major 7, B minor 7, then it's like a B flat major 7 over C, and then it's like a over C sharp, and then a D minor 7 or maybe 9, and the last two chords are just like an A over C sharp, and then kind of a diminished over C. So here it is again. B flat major 7, B, C over B flat, this A over C sharp, D minor 7. Woo. My gosh. I mean, let's get these horns in. Listen to just the saxophone. It's just the saxophone line. You can see how it's progressively getting more harmonic notes. So it's like you have these octaves the whole time, 3-part harmony. Then you go to the 5-part harmony down here. And y'all know this line right here is killing. Y'all know this line is killing right here. So let's see what these brass players are doing. And they get more and more involved right now. Hey, I'm just gonna play the vamp one more time because this is my favorite part, and that'll be the end of this. So hey, ride out with me on this.
Boy, I try to catch myself, but I'm out of control. Your sexiness is so thrilling, I can't let it go.
And that was the Flip That Hit version of Deja Vu by Beyonce and Jay-Z. Y'all, that vamp, really the whole arrangement from start to finish. It was a lot of great stuff in there, a lot of like scene changes, a lot of emotional things that are just causing people to move, causing people to just, I don't know, sway. I like to write music that causes people to move. It's like I feel like that's what music's for, is just to get us going, get us moving, whether it's physically or emotionally, so hey, if there's something in here that I didn't explain to you that you want to know about, just let me know in the comments and I'll answer that. And also too, give me your feedback as far as like what you thought about the arrangement. Just like, did you like it or did you really, really love it? Just just let me know. And I'll leave you guys with this. Be more than blessed. Be a blessing.